Hello students, today we will finish the last part of unit 1 of operating system. So in the first unit we have studied different types of operating system, evolutions of operating system. Whenever there is no operating system, how we are maintaining the execution of instructions given by the user, that thing also we have studied. So today in your video we will discuss more about the operating system services. Operating system services. What are the important responsibility? What are the important functions, operations of operating system that we have, that we will discuss today. So whenever we are discussing about the functions of operating system, the important responsibility of the operating system means of what operating system does while processing of the computer system, we have also studied for it. So basically operating system, it is a system software and it is also termed as resource manager. Operating system is also called as resource manager, means it manages what are the resources attached to the computer system that is being controlled by this operating system. What are the resources that is connected to the computer system that will be controlled and managed. And also it controls all input output operations. Okay. So all input output operations are related to input output devices. So that device must be controlled and must be properly instructed. That thing also is done by the operating system. Okay. So however, different instructions or computational process are going on with the computer system. It is totally handled by most important system software, that is the operating system. So we have studied different types of operating systems also. Multiprocessing, multi-programming, time sharing, real time, all also batch processing operating systems. So today we have what are the services? What are the services that provide us, that provide programmer, that provide operating system provides to the user? That thing we will discuss today. So operating system provides an environment for execution of program. So this operating system, it provides an environment. It provides the environment where the program can be executed by the programmer. Means the execution of instructions can be done with this computer system or processing for our processing. Okay. So execution of program is also done by the operating system. Also it provides different services to program and user. Okay. It provides different services to user or to program. What are the program are required to be executed? So some of the services is provided by the operating system. Okay. So the program, due to this service, the programming task become easier. So due to this operating system services, the task, the programming execution task or programming execution task or a task will be easier. Task become easier. Easily we can execute, we can complete the programs or tasks that is given by the programmer or user. Okay. Another thing is that This operating system also makes more convenience of the program. So program become more convenience. And program become more convenient. So by considering easier task and convenience program execution, okay, there are so many services that is provided by the operating system. So operating system services normally it provides different services to the user so that the program or task become easier and programming will be more convenient. That means you can easily execute the instructions from a program. In a program, there are so many instructions. That instructions will be executed in a convenience manner. Okay, so that the output or result will be given to the user. Okay, so now we will see what are the important services that is given by the operating system. So these services is required to the user or program for execution. Okay, so we want to program will be more convenient and easier to use to execute the task. So task execution will be easier and programming will be more convenient. This is the motto of this services of the operating system. So first we will discuss the important services of the operating system. First point we will discuss program execution. Program execution. In program execution, what happens? Whenever an instructions are required to be executed, first program must be loaded. Means loading operation is required. Okay, so loading. So in the program execution, loading and running. After loading, you can run the program, like providing input to get the output, and also after getting output, we must be terminating. So in program execution, these three important concepts: loading of the program is required, running also required, and after completion of the program is getting output, that must be terminated. So this part is the program execution. That this service is provided by the operating system. Okay. So after getting the input value and the processing, so it receives the input value. By accepting the input value, it processes, and after processing, it provides the output or result. So loading and running and termination of the program is required while we are providing the program execution. This program execution is the important service of the operating system. Okay. Then come to input-output operation, or the I/O operation. So in input-output operation, what happens? What are the operations we are doing with the computer system? There may be input operation or output operation. That must be controlled by this operating system. Means all devices, input operations are done through input device and the output operations are done through the output device. So these devices are totally controlled by the operating system. So that the operations related to that particular devices will also be controlled. That is the input-output operations. Okay, input-output operations. Running the program may require input or output. While running the program, we require input or output. That operation must be controlled, must be managed by the operating system, so that it is input I/O, input-output operation or I/O operations. Okay. So due to this input-output operations, computer becomes more efficient and protection and control I/O devices directly. Okay. So due to this I/O operation, computer becomes more efficient. Computer becomes more efficient. Efficiently, we can execute the instructions or programs or we can perform more efficient computational process. Okay. So input, output operations must be controlled and managed at another services of the operating system. Okay. So operating system provides this type of services, program execution and I/O operations. Then come to file system manipulation. That's file manipulation or file system manipulation. File system manipulation. So, in case of file manipulation, what happens? We are creating file, inserting data, deleting, means removing the contents, existing contents of the file, and searching, means all operations, all file operations, also controlled by this operating system. Okay, what are the operations we are doing with the file? Means first we have to create the file and insert the new value to the file, and whatever the values are stored in the file, that must be deleted or removed away from the computer system, so that all file operations can be controlled and can be managed by this operating system of the computer. So computer operating system, if there is no operating system, this type of operations cannot be possible. Okay, so file updation, all type of file operations. Okay, every activities that are done with the file, that is also controlled by the operating system. Okay, so this is the file system manipulation, that is another services of the operating system. Then come to resource allocation. Resource allocation. So either it may be input device or output device. Those are connected to the computer system, that is a resource. Okay, so all devices, that may be input device or output device, that must be allocated, that must be activated, that must be controlled, that must be managed. So operating system is also called as resource manager, execution controller, resource manager, program, whatever the program we are providing to the computer system, that must be understood by the system. So execution controller, resource manager. Okay, so this is another activity or service of the operating system, that is the resource allocation. Whatever the input device or all the devices, all the components, all the peripherals that are connected to the computer system, that must be well managed and controlled by this operating system. Means operating system provides the proper environment, it provides proper impurity, how to work that particular device. Suppose you are using using the printer. So for printer, it creates the instruction how to print, when to print, where to print. So all operations are being controlled by the operating system. So when multiple users are logged, question is that whenever one system has one printer, is no problem. When 10 number of computers are using a single printer, at that time that must be allocated, that must be scheduled. Okay, so for multiple users, whenever multiple users are logged on, so multiple jobs are running simultaneously. So resource must be allocated with each of them. So for each system, for each program, a single resource can be utilized. So that resource allocation will be important. How to manage all functions, all operations, all requested for a particular resource, that will be managed. Okay. Suppose there are 10 number of peoples or 10 number of programs are executing simultaneously or concurrently, and their request is for a single resource. So that resource must be well allocated, so that all programs, all users, all tasks can be performed, all programs, all users can access that particular resource also. Okay. So many different types of resources are managed by the operating system. So whatever the resources we are using or connecting with the computer system that must be well managed. Okay. So this operating system has CPU scheduling. So it has resource allocation to the CPU scheduling. Important concept is CPU scheduling. So whatever the activity, whatever the execution, whatever the process is running in the computer system, that must be properly scheduled. That must be properly scheduled so that every program, every user can use a common resource. Okay. So number of users, number of program can use a common resource. A single resource can be used by many different programs. Okay. For resource allocation, what happens? A single resource can be used by several programs. Okay. By several programs. Number of programmers, number of users, number of program can use a common resource. Okay. Due to this resource allocation or CPU scheduling. That is the important activity of the another service that is provided by the operating system. Okay. So another is error detection. Whatever the errors, if it will occur, that's error. What is the mistake? Error detection. Error detection. Whenever we commit some mistake, that is error. So it will be detect. It will find out what are the errors, what is the fault. That is also these services are also provided by the operating system. So simultaneously, whenever number of programs are being executed, so error may occur. So for each type of error of the operating system takes the appropriate action, okay, to ensure the correct or confident computing. Okay. So whatever the errors, whatever the mistake committed by the user, that must be another mistakes committed by the user, that must be detected. Okay, and that must be rectified. The error must be rectified. It requires to be rectification. Okay, error detection and also error correction. That is another service of the operating system. Okay. Next one is your networking or communications. This is also another services. Networking or communication. So whenever we are having multiple users, several users are working in a common environment, so there must be communicated with each devices, each program, each users. It may require. Or we can provide the networking. So networking is the interconnections of computers. So here number of computers are interconnected. So there must be communicate properly, or healthy communication is required while you are processing. Okay. So when one process needs to exchange the implementation with another process. Suppose a process is running and this process requires the input value. That is the result of processing of another or execution of another process. So one process result may be the input value to be executed to execute another process. One process requires another process result for execution. Okay. One process requires the another process result. In this case, there must be communication. There must be required to be communicated with each other by several processes. So communication may be implemented or shared memory. So that here we can have memory, shared memory. We can have shared memory. Memory will be shared. So this memory provides an instruction to one process for processing of another process execution. So it is a technique of the message transferring. In the process of the technique of message transferring from one system to another. message transformation. Message transformation between systems. So one system can provide messages to another system, that is the communication or network. We can share information among computers. We can share instructions among computers. Okay, that is another service of the operating system. That is your communication or networking. Okay. Another thing is that memory management. Memory management. So whatever the input, primary memory or secondary memory, that must be well managed also by the operating system. So primary memory is very short, secondary memory is a large amount of memory, that must be well, primary and secondary, that must be well mapping. That is another functions of the operating system. Okay. So secondary memory management, main memory management, process management or scheduling, all activities are also done by the operating system. Okay. So another thing is the protection and security. Another thing is protection and security. Protection and security. It is also important service of the operating system. So why protection or security is required? So whenever multiple users, multiple processes are simultaneously or concurrently processes or execute the program, there must be security, because confidential result must be secure. And protection means only authorized person can able to access the information from the system. So unauthorized person cannot be accessed. So it provides the authorization, it provides the authorization and authentication. It provides the authorization and authentication. Okay. So only authorized persons can able to access information from the system, and only that means it will identify which type of user or who is that fellow, that must be identified. That must be identified by the operating system. So it's another services. Okay. So by providing username or password, every user has a username and a password while accessing information, while accessing data from the system, from the computer system. Okay. That is the another services of the operating system. And the confidential, some data must be secure, because some data is required to be confident. Confidential data must be secure. Okay, data must be confidential. That confidential data cannot be shared among a number of users by providing password and username. Okay. So this protection involves the all access to the system resources in control. So accessing information, control of accessing information from the system. So access control means all information accessing by several users, that must be controlled. That is also another service of the operating system. Okay. Another most important services of the operating system is your accountability. So what is accounting? Okay. So this is the accumulating usage statistics. This is the accumulating usage statistics. That means it will record how many times processing or computing is carried on, the timing of computation process, how many time it is long. Okay. So every activities, every accumulation, whenever it is using which type of a register, what are data are being stored, and in which time, how much data are being stored. Okay. So every everything, every accumulation process, whenever each register so activity that must be recorded in this system, that is the accounting. Clear? Whatever the process, whatever the execution process is running, and what are the input values, what are the output values, that must be recorded in the computer system, that is another source of the operating system. So we can access that this data is being entered, the data is entered in this particular time, and this data is executed this much of number of execution. Okay, how many time, how much data, or in which time that is being used, that record will be maintained by the operating system. So this record keeping system, this is all informations, all accumulating usage statistics will be recorded, is used for the accounting. Okay, so all accumulation usage statistics will be maintained, will be recorded with this accounting, that is the accounting. System uses number of processes. This process can be executed how many times? This process uses in which time, how much it is continuing, and in which it terminates. Everything, every timing is recorded by the system, that is the accountability, that is another service of the operating system. So in this way we can elaborate the major services or services of the operating system. So it requires protection, security, networking, file management, I/O management, okay, memory management, process management, and some also accounting, resource allocation, error detection and handling. All types of operations, all types of services are provided by this operating system. Okay. So this is most important concept of operating system services. Okay. So you can write the question or the services of the operating system, or the functions of operating system. Functions of operating system and services of operating system. It's two important concepts. Okay, two questions now we can have the related services of the operating system and functions of the operating system. This is services of the operating system. Services of operating system. Another question will be functions of the two important question. You can write. You can write more within 250 words. You can appear in the question. In the exam. So services and functions, that is very related. Same concept: file management, resource management, process management, memory management. Okay. And in the operating system, in fourth unit you will study only the memory management. In unit 3 you will study the process management. So these functions and the services almost related. So you can write. Okay. So watch this video, and the note for this the operating system services will be sent to you, and go through all the details. Okay. Thank you for watching. With this, it ends the unit 1 of the operating system. Now operating system unit 1 is now completed.